Welcome to Baltimore Uncut News. Today we will be discussing a controversial topic around a well-known Baltimore man by the name of Buckets. After receiving multiple DMs about this matter, we decided to cover this story. This info is directly from the federal indictment. Target subjects, the subject premises, and the target vehicle. I have not included every detail of every aspect of the investigation. Rather, I have set forth only those facts that I believe are necessary to establish probable cause. I have not, however, excluded any information known to me that would defeat a determination of probable cause. The information contained in this affidavit is based upon my personal knowledge, my review of documents and intercepted conversations, as well as conversations with other law enforcement officers and other individuals. All conversations and statements described in this affidavit are related in substance, and in part unless otherwise indicated. Summaries and descriptions, including quotations, of recorded conversations are based upon my review of the audio recordings. Because this investigation relied upon the interception of wire and electronic communication over cellular telephones, I have included my interpretation of those communications throughout this affidavit, and in some instances have placed in parentheses my translation of the words or terminology used, or placed in brackets additional words necessary to clarify and/or complete the conversation. These interpretations, as well as my opinions contained herein, are based upon my training and experience, as well as my knowledge gained during this investigation of the operation of this particular money laundering and drug trafficking organization. 17. The below communications are being intercepted in several languages to include English, Tahitian, Cantonese and Mandarin. Investigators are utilizing certified and vetted DEA third-party translators who are embedded within the wire room and listen to intercepted calls in real time, then transcribe those calls on a rolling basis. References to any calls made in a foreign dialect in this affidavit have been translated by this team of translators, who are qualified and trained to translate Tahitian, Cantonese and Mandarin, and other regional dialects, into English. Document 8 filed September 24, 2024, page 10 of 104. 3. Probable cause. A. Background. 18. In February 2023, detectives with the Baltimore Police Department, BPD, contacted the DEA and advised they were investigating the non-fatal shooting of an individual identified as Michael MICKLOS Jr. Detectives explained that Miklos had recently been involved in what they believed was a drug deal gone bad where Miklos was shot at but not injured. During that investigation, detectives recovered over 5 pounds of marijuana and over $100,000 in bulk U.S. currency from Miklos' rental vehicle. Approximately a week later, in a separate incident, BPD arrived at the 3800 block of Wabash Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland in response to a report of a shooting. Miklos, who was located at the scene, had been shot multiple times to his pelvic region. Due to the severity of his injuries, he was transported to Maryland Shock Trauma for immediate medical attention. Investigating officers discovered several shell easings on a roadway and a nearby apartment complex parking lot. Investigating officers also located a vehicle with significant amounts of blood in the driver and passenger areas, as well as other vehicles and property damaged by fired bullets. A canvass of the area resulted in investigators recovering multiple pounds of marijuana that Miklos attempted to discard prior to police arrival. Miklos refused to cooperate or provide additional information to detectives during their investigation. 20. In December 2023, in follow-up to this initial investigation, L utilized an undercover Instagram account to monitor Instagram accounts of suspected drug dealers and money launderers, including Miklos. One identified an Instagram account labeled iBuckets that was viewable to the public. This account contained several photographs of Miklos, which led me to believe that the iBuckets account was used by Miklos. I have also corroborated Miklos' social media posts, as well as intercepts on the Wired app, that Buckets is a moniker utilized by Miklos. 21. As to the Instagram account, I viewed photographs of Miklos posing with large amounts of cash. In some of those same photographs, thousands of dollars in bulk U.S. currency and pound quantities of marijuana can be seen, as further depicted below. 22. I also viewed videos posted by MICKLOS that showed large amounts of suspected drug proceeds, with his personal diamond necklace laid across the money, as depicted below. Furthermore, the Instagram account promoted a Telegram page where MICKLOS marketed pound quantities of marijuana for sale. MICKLOS listed different strains of marijuana he had available, as well as prices from as low as $600 to upwards of $1,500 per pound. MICKLOS claimed to have the lowest prices on the East Coast and the ability to ship marijuana worldwide. The Telegram account listed 2 telephone numbers, including 410-459-7983, to place a marijuana order, as depicted below. McDowell, DMV Baltimore. View in True Forum. 24. Based on the above described events, coupled with the photos and videos on MICKLOS' Instagram account, I believe MICKLOS is a leader of a well-structured nationwide marijuana trafficking organization that generated significant amounts of drug proceeds, the MICKLOS DTO, and that MICKLOS and others were involved in money laundering and concealing the nature, source, location, ownership, or control of those proceeds. 25. Since the inception of the investigation, agents have utilized numerous techniques, including undercover purchases, surveillances, search warrants, GPS tracking and other investigative techniques, to further investigate the drug proceeds of the MICKLOS DTO. 26. These investigative steps ultimately led to T3 authorization to intercept MICKLOS's communications, as further detailed in FRA. B. Authorization to intercept telephonic communications. 27. On March 1, 2024, the Honorable Julie R. Rubin, United States District Judge for the District of Maryland, authorized the interception of electronic communications occurring over -7,983 target telephone 1, utilized by an individual identified as Morgan, and further authorized the interception of wire and electronic interceptions occurring over 1,710 target telephone 2, utilized by Michael Tillman 3, Tillman, and phone number 6,556, utilized by Jones, target telephone 3. 28. On April 5, 2024, Judge Rubin authorized the continued interception of electronic communications over -7,983 target telephone 1, and wire and electronic interceptions over 1,710 target telephone 2, and wire interceptions over 6,556 target telephone 3. Judge Rubin also authorized the initial interception of wire communications over target telephone 4, utilized by phone number target telephone 5, also utilized by, phone number -0093 target telephone 6, utilized by Sue, and phone number 4571 target telephone 7, utilized by Zhang. A lot of information in this case is blacked out, which gives us reason believe there is a confidential informant. Also, we have heard that a potential murder is connected to this. It is very unfortunate because selling drugs is not a violent crime and weed is legal, but we all know the government wants to tax and regulate everything. They can make millions off weed, but you can't unless they get a cut. We are not going to leak the whole 104-page packet, but what we can learn from buckets is stop being flashy, stop posting on social media, and Telegram is dead. Please learn from this man. Them people are not playing any games, and the money doesn't even matter when the feds come. Buckets and his team were being watched and most likely were infiltrated by the police. Watch your circle, be humble, and remember the turtle wins the race. Don't rush, take your time. Love y'all and free buckets. Subscribe for more and we will keep y'all updated.